CW here. Well, I'm back out in the range. We got the Contender out here. I swapped out the scope. Let me back up. I had the same problems, if you watched the last video, the same problems that I had with the 730 waters and the elevation not being enough, I had with the 7 TCU barrel with the 7 power Burris scope. The other scope was a 1-to-4 Burris. Having had everything that's happened now, I really feel that there's nothing wrong with the optics other than it's older technology. They're 30, 40-year-old scopes. They just don't have enough adjustment in them, or possibly they're, a little gummy from age. But I really don't think that's the issue. I think it just doesn't have the adjustment range. I think those Weaver, the fixed bases that I had, the Redfield or the Leopold bases, might be slightly out from perfect, and there's just not enough adjustment in the scope to overcome that. If you think about it, what do you know about your optic and how far it can move? As long as you sight your gun in and your bullet hits where your crosshairs are, you could be a 64th of an inch from running out of adjustments. If it hits where you want it to, you would never know. You can't go any farther. In a perfect world, we feel that we've got all kinds more adjustment to go farther or more than what we need. But in reality, we don't know. So I switched to an EGW base. You watched the last video, Leopold PRW rings, and I went to a Redfield scope that I picked up on eBay. 2-to-6, really nice scope. Super happy with it, by the way. It runs nice, clicks nice, the bullet moves great. I zeroed it with the collimator, fired the first shot. It was about 6 inches low, about 2 inches to the left. You'll see in the footage coming up. I moved it up like 12 clicks, 8 clicks, I didn't count. I moved it up just to see if it would move. Fired another shot, it went 2 inches higher. Okay, I got movement. Opened it back up, I went to full revolution, one full complete turn of the turret. Up. Fired another shot, 6 inches high, 7 inches high. Great, I've got plenty of adjustment in this scope. Awesome. I backed it down half a turn, fired another shot. About 1.5 inches high. Awesome. This is awesome. Everything was to the left because I didn't touch my windage. I moved the windage over, 10 clicks, 8 clicks, whatever, I don't know. Moved it over. Fired a last shot. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 5 shots out there. I'm not going to shoot any more until we go down on that target because I want to show you. But the last shot went right in the bullseye. So I've got my adjustment back. I said in the last video, doing what I did, how I did it, is not going to allow me to pinpoint what the problem was. That's fine. I'm okay with that. I needed the problem fixed. I feel that it's not the optic. I think it's a combination of not a lot of adjustment in that optic combined with that style base and rings. So I think what I'll do some head scratching and thinking I may pedal that 730 waters barrel because I've got one in the carbine that I'll never sell. As I've said a bunch of times, it was my late wife's favorite. I like it a lot too. It's a great cartridge. But this is going to do everything I need in 7mm. I don't need the horsepower that the 730 brings. It doesn't cost me anything. It doesn't eat anything to sit there on the shelf. So that's probably what's going to happen for the short term. But, it's a chunk of money just sitting there that I could turn into something else. Maybe I'll find somebody who wants to swap for a caliber that I like. I don't know. Just kind of talking to you guys out loud. But in the meantime, I'm happy. This is a great scope. 2-to-6. I'm going to look for some more of these style scopes. I don't have many like this. Redfield 2-6. It's older. It's probably an 80 scope, so it's just as old as the Burris's. But for whatever reason, it's got more adjustment in it. Super happy. I've got 35 bullets here to shoot off to fire for them. These are just 223s that are open to 7mm. Blow out the diameter, as I've said numerous times, and increase the shoulder angle to the TCU style. So I'm just going to blast these off, and we'll come back as soon as we can get a ceasefire on the range. We'll check out that target and close up this video. Me and Uncle Bob here today, and we got another one of our members down here shooting as well. So we can't just run down range. So we're just going to finish up here. I'll bring you guys back. For you, it's going to be alrighty, here we are. So first target, first bullet was right here, aim at the center. Then I moved it up, got that. Then I said, all right, let's move it a full revolution, full all the way around with the turret. I got it up here. So I knew I had plenty of elevation. I went halfway back down, shot it there, moved it over to the right, shot it there. So 5 shots. I know I've got plenty of adjustment out of that turret, out of that scope, out of that base and ring setup, and I even got it zeroed. So I'm super happy. That absolutely fixed it. Like I said before, I don't really know if it was the optic or the base or the combination thereof, but it's fixed. That's all I cared about. I'm not going to blame the scope. I'm going to stick the scope on another barrel and probably put it in Weaver bases and see what happens. Again, I just figure it's an older scope. It probably doesn't have as much adjustment, although this Redfield is old as well. It's a different brand. It probably has more adjustment in it. There we go. Glad I got it fixed. We're going to have fun with this one. These are Fireforeman loads, so we got to get some good loads and then we'll work up accuracy loads. But this is pretty good. There we go. CW out. God bless.